Hey guys, it's Jazz from Boss Babe Tarot, and I'm here for another episode of Celebrity Tarot Tea Time. This week we are talking about Chris Brown and Karrueche Tran. I think I'm saying that right. I never really had to say it out loud, but this is a requested video, and I see people just want to see what went on in their relationship and if there's any, chance of them getting back together, because I know they had a rocky relationship, and there was a lot that went down and a lot going on behind the scenes that people didn't necessarily know about. So we're just going to do a little reading on their relationship and sort of the status of them at the moment. Because I believe she's with another man. At least from what I read, I wasn't really up to date on the situation, so I had to do a little digging before I did this. But the first question is going to be, what was the final state of their relationship? Or we'll do, what was the overall state? What was it like in their relationship? All right. So overall, before I get into each individual card, this right here is the spread that is classic for an abusive relationship. So altogether, these cards are telling me that the home life was not good. Behind the scenes when they were alone, it wasn't a good situation. And Karrueche, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but she did not listen to her intuition. She didn't see the red flags. She didn't pay attention to the news headlines and the other women that were trying to tell her what he was like and what was going on. So she was really ignoring her intuition. And this is telling me that there was a lot to do with either the cops or the justice system, or just really karma in general. So it's kind of like a chain reaction card. So one thing happened after the other, after the other, after the other, and it was just a chain reaction. This tells me that there's a lot of wounds and things like that occurred in the relationship, a lot of things that were painful, a lot of things that caused so much anxiety and just a negative outlook. And a lot of things that should have ended before they did. A lot of things that should have ended a long time ago. That a lot of things that there should have been a stop put to, that there wasn't. So a lot of habits that were being held onto, and a lot of situations that shouldn't have been, just being drug on and drug on and drug on. This talks about a lot of loss, a lot of fights that were lost in the relationship, a lot of arguments that were just pointless, and nobody won. It was all out of anger. This is telling me, so I think this is for her and this is for him. So this is telling me once she was done, she was done. A girl can only take so much, and once she hit her breaking point, she was done, and everything moved on fast. She moved on. She built her life in other places, built her career in other places. And when she was done, she was ready to go, ready to cut ties. But he, on the other hand, was not. He was afraid of losing her, in a sense, and he was afraid to let go and refused to let go of the relationship, of the situation, all of that stuff. So like I said, first of all, this spread is telling me that there was a lot of abusive tendencies, a lot of anger, a lot of different negative aspects that surrounded the relationship behind the scenes, and that's the stuff that they usually don't show you on social media. They usually don't show you on TV. They try to put up their best front, but I'm seeing that behind the scenes, it was not a healthy situation, and it was not in either of their best interests to continue. So next we'll pull 3 cards for her and see what her stance is right now, how her life is going, and 3 cards for him. So we'll do her first. Ooh, okay. So her cards are telling me that right now she's in a really good career place. She took all of that fuel and turned it into ammo to further her career, to give herself more opportunities. She worked on stacking up money and really focused on her financial situation, but that was only a crutch. So doing that was what she told herself was going to fix the situation, but it left underlying things. And now she's in a place where she's still looking back at that relationship, even though she's been in other relationships since then. You know, she's stuck on it. She didn't take the time to rest. She didn't take the time to let herself recover emotionally from it. And now she's in a place where it's affecting not only herself, her psyche, but her current relationships. And it's really giving her an inability to move on from the situation. She's still there mentally. She's still in it mentally. And like I said, she was trying to distract herself, and that's what got in the way of her fully healing. Now let's pull some for Chris. Ooh, okay. So this is the card that we pulled earlier, the Justice card. That showed up again, and this showed up again. I pulled this card for the overall. So this is telling me that his home life right now is not going well. This is probably relating to his baby's mother, because this card stands for a mother figure. So this is telling me that in his home life, there's a lot of things that are going wrong. And I feel like this relates to the recent rape allegations that were made against him and the case and everything. So this is telling me that right now, I feel like the mother of his child is having second thoughts on even allowing him to be in his daughter's life because of the situations and because of the things that have happened and what's going on, and the way he's conducted himself and things like that. So I see a lot of baby mama drama, and I see that this is gonna play out how it's supposed to. So I feel like this again is pointed towards the case and the rape allegations, and this is telling me that he's gonna get what he deserves. So if he's telling the truth and he didn't do anything, then he's going to be okay. But if he did do something, it's going to come to light and he's going to have to face justice. So that kind of doesn't pertain at all to their relationship, but that's a very powerful side reading on what's going on in his life right now. That was my reading on Chris Brown and Karrueche Tran. So if you guys liked it, give me a thumbs up. If I'm saying it wrong, somebody correct me in the comments. But also, if you have a request for a video, leave that in the comments too, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss an episode.